What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Joint Dropper Sports. I'm your host, Sean T. Stewart, back here with my dog, A. Smith in the cut, baby. Yeah, hey, another one on weeks. Y'all see what we wearing? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You see what we repping?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Them boys that came through for the
yeah,
kid. You feel me? Brother, how
yeah.
you feeling, man? How did that game feel? I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, but how did it feel?
I did.
Okay, host.
I did.
Come on now.
I, I was, I was trying to take a nap, get ready for work, but I they kept me up. Even I'll say after Bryce threw that pick, trying to throw the XL, I was like, you know what, y'all got one more drive out of me, one more drive, and then I'm laying it down, and I'm setting my alarm clock, and we're gonna try this again next week. But hey, that drive after that, man, Bryce locked in, and a touchdown caught by yours truly, Mullins' finest, developed here. The wide receiver y'all hate, you feel me? Dollar bill. Actually, he didn't even do the dollar bill. My man didn't even do. He didn't even do the. He didn't even bring
He
dollar
was too
bill out.
geeked.
That's shocking.
He was too geeked up.
Yeah, he was. But and not even just for him, man, just for Bryce too, to get the confidence going, get the confidence flowing as well. Uh, Bryce could have had Tedero McMillian, I'll say McMillian, T Mac. He had T Mac also for the touchdown as well. You know, McMillian, you're gonna make them McMillions, brother. You really is. Uh, that man, him too, man. We got to get him going. Let's get a touchdown for T Mac, man.
Yeah.
I was his biggest hater in the offseason. Now, bro, I'm your biggest fan now, bro. Like, let's get you going, bro. You cooking way too much not to have a touchdown right now, bro. Come on, man. We got to get this man going. Get this man a touchdown for me, Bryce.
Man,
Come
that's
on.
a fact. Look, I had the same theory as you. Also, as another night shift worker, look at bro. I give the Panthers a first half. I give every game. I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna give y'all a half of football to figure out whether we want to give a damn or not. If you don't give a damn in that first half, I'm going to bed in the second. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They jumped out on the 17-0. All right, until my sleeping pill, I'm ready to go to bed. It's over with. I charged to the game, and I'll be down. If that boy Bryce Young don't lead us down on a touchdown drive, then XL scored the touchdown, I say, okay, now I'm up for the rest of it. I have no choice but to stay.
Yeah.
I gotta see how it ends. I gotta see it through. And credit to this team though, man, because this was the type of win that we've been wondering, could this team ever take a punch and fight their way back? And they did exactly that. Getting down 17-0, battling back. We'll talk about the bad, of course, which the bad was the early turnovers. Like those,
Yeah.
Bryce Young, man, he is quite the conundrum because he has plays that make you wonder how he ever got drafted number one overall. Then he'll have these moments of brilliance on fourth down, multiple fourth down conversions in that game that helped you win that game. He has his crazy clutch gene that I oddly trust him. It's crazy for a quarterback that has these wild swings. I trust him very much so in the crunch for some reason. I just like he's got this odd confidence about him. And the credit I'll give to Bryce is that he never gets too low on himself, it seems. And he always has his head right where it needs to be in terms of, hey, shaking that last play off and going out and making the next play. So I got to give kudos to him for his mental fortitude, keeping that team together. I watched the mic up session they did of him from last week. That was great. That was great television. That was great work because just getting to hear how the team responds to him. Because the team is behind him, it seems. That team seems to fully believe in Bryce. And I didn't hear, and obviously it probably was a great editing job by whoever had the mic up on him that day. But when they got down 17-0, I just didn't hear any negativity or any type of deep sigh or any sad faces. I saw that team continue to trust in their quarterback, and he continued to follow through. So I mean that, and it's so many young guys we get to talk about this week, dog. Like from our 25 class, so many guys made plays, and I am very ecstatic about this rookie class. I don't know if you had any guys that you wanted to point out, but just that was one of the things that I noticed throughout the game.
Yeah, shout out to Nick Scourton. I think Nick Scourton was one of the highest graded rookies on the defensive side of the ball. He definitely showed out, man. It definitely shut me. Hey, they really shut me up, man. I thought A-Chain was gonna have a field day, man. But something told me not to play the over on his rushing yards. But something told me that day. But I'm like, yeah, we shut A-Chain down. One of the very fast, one of them fast running backs. Ollie Gordon was strapped down. Jalen Waddle though, he still got free a couple times, but hey, that's just Jalen Waddle. That's just that Alabama chemistry both Tua and Jalen Waddle have. I mean, you know, I'm more so weird why Mike McDaniels didn't draw more plays up for Waddle. Honestly, um, he went away from him. But hey, appreciate you.
Appreciate
But
it.
yeah, we appreciate it. Jimmy Horn Jr., bro.
Boy.
Jimmy Horn. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep him, man. Let's get him going, man. Let's keep that going. I see more of a we got to do like the old Curtis Samuel packages, for him, man. Hopefully, Jimmy Horn stay healthy, can stay on the field. But um let's keep some more packages going for my man. I like what he did there. It definitely showed flashes, showed glimpses of what he can do and what he can bring. Very clutch catch on the fourth down. His confidence meter is through the roof. And then we have a one Jalen Coker that is returning this week, I believe, or soon to
His
return.
window is open, so I know he's coming back soon. I don't know if it's this week, and we'll probably hear more. It's a Wednesday at the time we're recording this, so they're going to have a presser here soon, probably in the next few hours, of course, after practice. We'll get more of an update on that as the week goes along. But Jimmy Horn, that ability he adds to the room, we've been waiting for it because we needed that speed guy. We need a guy with some wiggle, that level of quickness that we just don't possess in that room outside of him. He helped his impact on the field. You can see it in not only when he touches the ball, but just how defenses have to defend. Because when you run these jet sweep motions, these orbit actions, you actually have to defend that. You actually have to take heed to he's on the field. He's a guy he's a guy that can go. And this is like you said, his confidence, man, being through the roof. You're talking about a kid that was inactive for the first 4 weeks of the season, and
yeah, healthy scratch.
And came in and made a big time catch on a fourth down when we needed it. We needed every single play that we got in that game. There was no plays that we made on offense that were garbage time, none that were inconsequential. Every play mattered in that game, and it was great to see a young receiver have his moment. And it goes to show that, hey, look, when all our young guys get back, and you're going to have Shedeur McMillan, Jalen Coker, Xavier Legette, and Jimmy Horn Jr., those four need to be your four each and every week. Find some room for David Moore when he gets back, and if Renfro can find a place, then cool. But I need to see those young four take the field every single week. That's all. This was the reason why I wanted Adam Thielen out of the way. These were the guys for this reason alone, to let these young guys grow together. It does us no good for a guy that is at the end of his career to still be taking meaningful snaps when we should be in a youth movement. We should be looking to figure out what we have with these guys. We found hidden gems in Jalen Coker as a UDFA that you almost cut, Dave. I ain't forgot about you. I ain't let you off the hook just yet. But and a guy in Jimmy Horn you had as a healthy scratch for the first 4 weeks. So again, you know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot about you. So, but then I look over to the defensive side, like you said, Nick Gordon, his impact on the game, being able to apply pressure, being able to play the run. I saw him make a play on a screen pass that DJ Johnson wouldn't dare to have ever made. Recognize the screen, retrace, go find the ball, make a play.
Beautiful. Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
the simple things.
Beautiful play.
The simple things. Princely, I thought Princely had some plays, but obviously, I think those two young guys help a lot with our pass rush rotation. For our edge rotation, it makes it so much better. Having those two guys alongside Pat Jones and Wanham. It's gonna have to be by committee, but also credit to the guys in the interior, Ashawn Robinson and Derek Brown. Those boys look every single bit of what we thought we would have had last year had Derek Brown not gotten hurt. They're stopping the run. The reason why A-Chain didn't go crazy, and the reason why Ollie Gordon couldn't go crazy is because you got those two hog mollies in the middle, stuff and everything. And this defensive unit, it's found it's had its moment, where it looks like a top 10 unit. It has potential. You know what I'm saying? And I think those are good signs to see from Rivero's group. You know, when we force them to quit playing the guys that they like and play the guys that we brought in that we think have the talent, and I think we've seen changes, but that unit to me, man, it continues to impress. It continues to impress, and I think the biggest thing for us is just hoping that they can have some consistency and maybe not fall off a cliff this upcoming weekend against Dallas. But we'll see.
Yeah, and it's even though they lost a lot with CD Lamb and also traded Michael Parsons before the season started, Dak Prescott is playing some elite level ball right now, man. Some very elite level ball. I think Dak is, if Cowboys win, it'll be off the back of Dak easily.
Yeah.
I think this can be easily a shootout game here. Yeah, very high scoring game. I can see going, but I think this defense, man, and this is a good confidence boost, man. This is a good foundation. Like I remember what D said last year. I think it was just missing with Carolina is we don't have the building blocks to turn this around into a team. So this right here can be the foundation. Let's get the foundation going. Now let's build. Let's build that house now. Let's finally build that house and let's secure it.
Yeah.
You know, let's not trying to say you about to go on a win streak or nothing like that, because Lord knows I thought y'all was gonna do good against the Patriots, but see how that went. What you gotta do here is this will be a good confidence boost for it being, we're going, even though this is a home game, this is gonna be an away game.
I already know.
Everybody, their mama in the Carolinas is Dallas Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of navy blue and silver in that stadium.
Yeah.
So, but hey, just compete this Sunday. That's all I can say, man.
All I can say for these boys that it for as well as Dak is playing, there is a chance. There's a chance, and that's all I'll say. I won't say anything further than that, but there is a chance. I would love to see this team to build on those things. We don't ask for much as Panthers fans. We truly only ask for y'all to show us something. Give us something to cling on to.
A pulse.
Pulse, dog.
You just want to show
you have a pulse. But on the brighter side of things, just to keep everything in perspective for everybody, the Panthers started last year off 1-7. Just put that out there. So sitting 5 games in and being 2-3 is a world different than being 1-7. Now, knowing us, it can get ugly real quick. I'm gonna sit there like it ain't. You know what I'm saying? I know how quick it can turn around, but things have improved somewhat. It's just not. It just doesn't feel like it's all the way calibrated, and we haven't found our way to some consistency. But I'm hoping that this week is the week where we start to see things be a bit more consistent. On to some more NFL news. Cleveland traded Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. So this does open the door for Shedeur Sanders. Now, Dylan Gabriel.
Bengals desperate.
Yeah.
The Bengals the most desperate. You got to be the most desperate team right now. But go ahead.
Bro, you ain't lying. And now Dylan Gabriel.
You were better off calling back Andy Dalton. No. You were better off calling Andy Dalton back.
To be honest.
Bring Andy back. Let's give him the hook. I want to stay young over here for the Panthers. Go ahead. My bad. I'm stopping.
Hey, look, no. But you kind of right though, because I would give Andy Dalton a shot with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I think he could probably do something. Truth be told, I don't think it's the wildest thing in the world to be like, ship him back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Joe Burrow might have felt some type of way though, bro. You don't think that you know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow like, hold on, so you gonna call the guy that y'all drafted me to replace back here? I'm only down for a few more weeks. And then if he go off, y'all, it's gonna be red rifle all over the place. I seen what happened to Carolina last year when he went on the little streak. Now I seen that. You ain't about to pull that shit on me. No. But
hey, so look, man. But look, so obviously Cleveland makes that trade with Joe Flacco sending him to Cincinnati. Dylan Gabriel got his first start against the Minnesota Vikings in London this past weekend. He had a solid outing.
Look
Solid
good,
outing. I think he looked every single bit of what they expected of. I think even coming in, I think we all thought that Dylan would probably be the better quarterback early. I still feel strongly that Shedeur will be the better quarterback in the future. Nothing's changed there. But it. So I guess the question is for me. My question to you is like, when do you think we see Shedeur Sanders? Because it's got to be closer now than it ever was before.
I think if we see Shedeur Sanders, it ain't gonna be in a Browns uniform. I think he'll be in a Raiders uniform. I mean, I thought that was the go-to from the start anyway. Tom Brady trained him. I mean, I thought from the start that Shedeur would probably go there, but it's obviously the Cleveland Browns don't want him. The Cleveland Browns don't want him, man. It's I don't think it's a good fit for him, man. I feel like they've been pushing for Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel is their guy. This, but injuries happen. Not wishing nothing on it, and I'm pretty sure Shedeur is ready to go. How you feel about the what's it? It was an interview he did, and he was just mouthing words like he just won't say anything, just trolling.
I did not like it. I did not like that at all.
You didn't like that approach?
Because you got and I think Cam said this on his podcast, I believe. It's like you're the third string quarterback. At least at the time when that happened, you're the third string quarterback. The last thing you need to do is bring any unwanted attention to yourself like that. I understood what he was doing. I understood who he was getting at, but I'm like, dog, you just no, you just can't do it. You have to be a model citizen. As the third string quarterback, you're expected to be the model citizen and just show up to work, don't say too much, and go home. But the unfortunate part is you're Shedeur Sanders. People want to hear from you. People want to talk to you. They care about what goes on with this guy. He's the only third string quarterback I think ever in history that's gotten this kind of praise and this kind of attention. So I hate it for him because his celebrity works against what he's working towards. Because he was already a bigger celebrity than anybody else in his class coming out. Who, no matter whether they were more competent than him or not, he was the biggest star. So when you're the biggest star, when your star is bigger than your level of play, at least to this point, it can do nothing but hurt you. So I didn't like that approach. Nothing that I think will affect him like crazy. I think he's going to get a chance to play this year. I think it's all about how long do we think Dylan Gabriel can go and have good stretches. Like, I mean, he showed flashes, but also he showed he's still a rookie. But he's also an older rookie as well. So it's like, what do you think his ceiling is? And I think at this point, you traded Kenny Pickett, you traded Joe Flacco, you drafted two quarterbacks in the past draft. I think your goal should be to see both of them play at some point this season. Like,
right.
That's what I would think. And now I'm with you. I don't believe Cleveland wants him there. I think they've made it very clear that he wasn't the pick of the coaching staff. It was more of a upstairs pick. But I think at some point somebody's gonna make a phone call and they're gonna push the red button on it and we're gonna get a chance to see him. And I hope that he's ready for his moment whenever that comes. But I do believe in Shedeur and his talent. I believe he'll be ready. I think he's got winning. He's just got winning moxie about him. For me, nothing that I can quantify by skill because we haven't seen him play in the pros aside from 1.5 preseason games. So I still got belief in the kid, though, man. I truly do. Just looking around the league, what was it? It was some other games that oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot. Patriots versus the Bills. I don't know if you guys. I know at this point this would have been when you were at work.
I was at work.
Just to recap this game a bit, the New England Patriots go on the road to Buffalo. Tough environment, of course. It's a tight game in that first half. This game was pretty much like 6-3 and until halfway through the third quarter. A lot of turnovers on both sides, fumbles by New England, fumble and an interception by Buffalo. But I just watched I watched a Mike Vrabel led team play with that same type of moxie, I remember those Tennessee teams playing with. They don't quit. There ain't no. You ain't never gonna punk a Mike Vrabel team, and that's what I saw in that game. I saw Stephon Diggs play like a man possessed back in his old stomping grounds against Buffalo. Drake May also showed me every single bit of the high caliber ability that he possessed coming out in last year's draft class. So yeah, very impressed with New England. That's a playoff team to me. Like easily. I very confidently say that's a playoff team. I still feel that Buffalo is probably going to end up with the number 1 seed in the AFC by the time we get to the end of the year. But it's going to be fun that Buffalo's going to have real competition in their division now. Because since Buffalo's taken over and they've gone on their run, when Josh Allen kind of took that, when Josh Allen took that to the next step, they've been unencumbered. Nobody's been able to compete with them. I mean, you thought Miami would be able to do it with their weapons, but Tua and Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, they can't play football past the month of October. And the Jets are the Jets, and the Patriots had kind of been stagnant with Bill Belichick and then Gerard Mayo there for a minute as well. So it was kind of just a wait and see type of thing. But Drake May, boy, he definitely showed some star potential. He had some big time plays, extending plays. A lot of his biggest plays were outside the pocket, extending, being a playmaker. And Stephon Diggs coming up big. I think they're another few pieces away. I believe they could use another receiver alongside Stephon Diggs. But right now, that team is definitely a wild card team. I expect to see them in the 6 or 7 seed this year in the playoffs, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody that pulls that card this year.
Yeah, they don't got Jalen Pope no more, right?
I think they traded him off.
Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they might. I guess they'll draft a receiver or so.
Yeah.
I guess they'll draft a receiver. So yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, honestly, I always thought Drake May was very good. Think he probably would be QB2. Yeah, because obviously Jaden Daniels is QB1 from that class. I think Drake May is QB2 with Caleb Williams being 3. But man, I like the way the Patriots are doing, man. Tough break for the Bills, man. Cause honestly, it's tough. I mean, honestly, that's a good confidence boost, man. For you to go into Buffalo and get a dub. Now, granted, it's before it get real cold. Cause once it snows, I'd say this: and the Bills get home field advantage with no Joe Burrow to ruin their day, they should run the table in the playoffs, for sure, easy.
Yeah, it's their best shot. I think this is definitely the best shot for the Bills to make the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs are just clearly not the same team anymore. They are still finding their way. I'm watching Pat Mahomes play some of his worst ball of his career. Like he's in a slump. He's in a slump. And who would have thought at this point that he would be? I will say their offense did look different with Xavier Worthy back in the lineup. You could see what he brought. Tyquan Thornton is starting to find his rhythm with Patrick Mahomes as well too. I think that's a good sign. Still waiting on Rashee Rice to get back from his suspension. I think this next game will be the last game he's out for, and he'll be back. So they'll have him for the back stretch of the season. But they are a team that on the road in Jacksonville blew it. They blew it. But credit to Jacksonville. Though.
Lost the worst way.
They lost in the nastiest way possible. Credit to Jacksonville though. That Jacksonville, man, they're able to turn the ball over. Now, I think they have 14 turnovers so far to the first 5 games. They have been a turnover machine. I watch Trevor Lawrence, man, and I'm like he's good, right? But he always seems a step slow. It's like delayed. Everything seems delayed with him. Everything seems late, and he's athletic, so he kind of gets by with some of it. And I think now having Travis Hunter over there, the more they use Travis Hunter on offense, the better for that team. I think he can play on defense, but I think he's going to be more useful for that team on offense and helping bail out Trevor Lawrence. But Trevor Lawrence, dog. I don't know. I would need somebody that watches QB film to break it down, but like it does feel like he's always late to the party. Every throw seems late.
Well, you got to think, man. In his college days, he was spoiled with Justin Ross, T. Higgins. Who's the third? Who's the
Justin Ross,
third
T.
wide
Higgins. It
receiver?
was somebody else too.
He's pretty cold. He was.
I can't think of it right now, but yeah, they had a solid group, to say the least.
Yeah, yeah. And, he used to that being open. I mean, it was always open. It was always open. But I think adding the talent like Travis Hunter, I think he'll definitely take him back to his game, back to his Clemson days, and I think he'll get used to it. Because outside of Brian Thomas Jr., I don't know who else
De'Ami Brown, I believe, is on that roster now.
Yeah. But I mean, come on.
Yeah. But also credit to Travis Hunter too, though. Like, he had I thought was a breakout showing in his limited capacity as a receiver. Big time, had a big time catch. Had another play in the flat where he shakes two defenders out of their shoes, looking like the Travis Hunter from Colorado that we knew. I think if they could, I want him committed to one side of the ball. I really do. The experiment of letting him play both sides of the ball is cool, and he has some good plays on defense as well. I'm not going to sit there and act like he doesn't have contributing plays on both sides. I just would love to see him committed to one side and seeing how great he could be at one side of the ball. But I understand that's what he wants to do. He's good at doing it, so I don't. There's not a problem with letting him do that. It's just that it's going to be untapped potential on both sides when you're playing dual sides. But I'm impressed thus far with how he's been able to manage himself and how the team has managed him so far through these first few weeks.
Same.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, the Eagles lost finally. I mean, that was we're waiting on that one.
Damn Broncos, man.
The Broncos are another one. I think the Broncos and like the Patriots are in the same tier in that conference where like they're gonna be playoff teams. They're not contenders.
Oh man, ain't Bo Nix in that group too, right?
Yeah, Bo Nix is in that group from last year. Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
man,
that's a really good quarter. Really, look, at least to this point, a good quarterback class so far.
Yeah.
Like so, but yeah, the Eagles. Here's what I'll say about the Eagles. Right, there's no way Jalen Hurts is this bad. Like, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that a guy that has played in 2 Super Bowls, been in MVP conversations in recent years, is just this bad at playing quarterback. I think the series of changes at OC is starting to bite. Like they're having to figure that out on the fly, and that's what I'm going to chalk it up to. Because I think at some point they're going to get it right, and it may not be this season. I can't foresee them fixing this year, but it could very well happen. They have the talent that if they do get it right, they're right back in the same position of being the best in the NFC, winning, and making it to another Super Bowl. I think the NFC is a little bit better than what I think everybody thought. Detroit hasn't gone anywhere. They figured it out with missing their coordinators. They've righted the ship. Green Bay, I think, is still figuring themselves out. Jordan Love is just not consistent enough for me to really buy into them. So I won't do it. I'll trust Detroit before I trust Green Bay. I don't care what the head-to-head matchup said.
Right.
I'm just not trusting them just yet. And I think but here's the thing. I don't know if there's any other real contenders. Washington found its groove against the Chargers.
Washington.
I think
I learned the hard way.
Yeah, and I think Debo is starting. Debo looks fine to me, y'all. I know y'all boy told me a lot, and
Thought he was trash. I could have sworn you. They tried to say Debo trash.
Saying fat ass, sorry ass. You know what I'm saying? Chunk, they called you everything, but a child of God. But but he still looks like a viable player to me, even with Terry McLaurin being out. And I think that I think with Debo, Terry McLaurin once he gets back, and Jalen Lane, another A64 kid, yes sir. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like what they got. I also like what they have with that running game as well. They're trying to figure. They're trying to get it back. I just need Jane Daniels to stay healthy. That's my only issue. You just stay on the field. They're gonna be better with you there. So other than that, man, I think that's about all the NFL. Oh, I got one more thing I want to say about the NFL. Then we can actually move on. Mac Jones, boy, what a performance on Thursday night. No, it's been a week since that game happened.
Oh man, absolutely.
What a performance,
man.
dog. Like he put on a show. And it goes to show that they should have just drafted Mac Jones the first time.
From the start, yeah.
We should have never even did the Trey Lance thing. You should have just went ahead and drafted Mac Jones from the rip. Clearly, Kyle Shanahan has a type of quarterback that he wants. Mac Jones fits that. And he's probably the best version of that type of quarterback that he wants. Because Mac Jones, at least, has been proven to be able to do it at the college level. He's made the playoffs as a pro at another stop. And I believe that him and Brock Purdy, you can flip a coin, and I ain't hurting if Mac Jones is my starting quarterback if I'm San Fran. That's all I'll say.
Brock Purdy. Yeah.
That's all I'll say. So shout out to them boys, man. But
some more QB controversy. Well, they just paid Brock Purdy though.
So how do you go about that? You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
it's QB controversy all over the place because like look at Minnesota.
Yeah.
Because like I'm looking at Minnesota, I'm like, dog, like how can you make Justin Jefferson wait on JJ McCarthy to be a okay quarterback? You can't. I just don't believe you can. You're better off rolling with Wentz. I think you were better off keeping Sam Darnold. Truth be told,
Sam Darnold, yeah.
I don't think you should have ever got rid of him. I leave Sam there because Sam is just doing exactly what he did last year again in Seattle. So,
hooping,
But on the college football, it was some big games that happened over the weekend, and we'll give a quick rundown on before we get to the big games coming up. Miami versus FSU. Yeah, Miami's here, y'all. They're really here.
The U is back. Finally.
Yeah. That defense kind of gives me striking the fear of God in you type of energy. Like it give me that like your daddy just came in the room with the belt type of energy. Like, yo, move that hand. Move that. Ruben Bain, one of those ones. They play physical, dog, and I saw it in their game against Florida. They can go tit for tat when it comes down to physicality, and if you can do that in that conference, you're gonna win the ACC easily, and that puts you in a position to be able to go play anybody else around the nation. When you beat Notre Dame, showed me a lot too, because I don't believe Notre Dame's a bad team either. I believe Notre Dame's played a tough schedule so far, but that was another statement win. They got all the statement wins you could ask for, and truth be told, based off of the teams they played, they should be the number one team. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. They showed me the most of any team in the nation. They played it. They played real comp. So you can't say they haven't gone out and proven it. But the AP poll does what the AP poll does, which is do some nonsense things. So that is what it is. But I'm impressed with Miami and what they got going on. Florida State, yeah. Hey man, still time to figure it out, but definitely not what I thought you were going to be after that Bama win. Like, Bama was a huge win, but then you falter on the road against UVA. You falter at home against Miami, and you got to. Your season isn't over. If you can lick your wounds, figure it out, you can still find yourself in the conference title game. So it ain't over.
Yeah, you can get your get back. You can get your get back against the Hurricanes in the conference championship if you want. I mean, cause they going.
They're gonna be there.
They're going to be there. Wait,
truth be told,
I
may be there my damn self. Them boys gonna be playing up the street. I may be there too. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I may have to tap in.
Hey, listen.
But yeah. So that was fun. Texas versus Florida. Okay. Everybody got some apologizing to do about these quarterbacks. Everybody got to apologize because I'm calling this the battle of struggle backs. These are Still a disapproval on that on that shit. That was crazy. I look, Arch is not only is Arch not a 5-star, Arch isn't a starting quarterback in the SEC. That's not like that's
he is an ACC quarterback at best.
brother, maybe Sunbelt.
At best. Yeah. Tulane, you need to go to Tulane. Go to Troy. Go to somewhere, man.
Right. But
I asked it is question. I have to go back, Tease. You remember when I asked the question? Everybody preseason QB polls. Arch Manning, one, Arch Manning. And I asked, I was like, what has Arch done to earn that, that top rank? I mean, is it the last name? I wouldn't hate. I promise you, I wasn't hating. I was just like, hey, so what has he done? It's that last name. The media is scared to say anything. I don't know what chokehold the Manning family got on the media. It must be it must be like Kane. It must be got them by the neck or something, you know what I'm saying? It's something. But bro, you gotta call a spade here, man. Arch Manning is not that good. He's not that good of a quarterback. Now, can he grow and can he get better? Absolutely. Of course. It's there. It's this year is not gonna happen. It's the same thing I'm gonna tell, like I said with Lenore's, I'm gonna say the same thing with Arch. And shout out to my girl, that I did the show with
I can't remember her name.
She a Texas fan, she's a Longhorn fan. I know you're gonna hate this, but I literally said it then after the first game with Ohio State. I was like, judging off that game, Arch needs to stay another year.
Expect the unexpected. Make sure I want to make sure to get her prize. Expect the unexpected. Shout out to her. Giving Jim Dropper Sports a platform, you know what I'm saying? But we got to keep it a bean with you. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't happening, man.
And keep it buck, and she'll probably, and she see this, she'll probably tell straight up, hey, look, I think Sark, if Sark was to bring in a transfer quarterback,
right? But let's run through Texas' schedule real quick, just to give some foresight as to what we think may happen. The regular rivalries this week, Oklahoma.
Hey, I'm no exaggeration. Britt Venables' defense, it is gonna make or break you, Arch. You better have your grown man pants on that day.
You gonna have to grow.
Grown man. What big boy say? It's grown man business, right? Grown man business. You want to be grown Saturday.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to grow up here, dog. It's getting real. And this is the part where see San Jose State don't prep you for this. Texas El Paso don't prep you for this. And for damn sure Sam
Mississippi State team.
Right, like that don't prep you for this. That don't prep you for none of this. See, this is a real welcome into the SEC. This is what we be talking about when we talk about the conference, y'all boys. Because there's NFL players everywhere. Yeah. Ain't no team you gonna see in the SEC. There ain't a potential day one pick on the other side of that ball. So yeah, be prepared. Be very afraid, brother. You know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing. I'm tuning in because I would love to see how he responds.
Yeah,
I would love to see.
You going up?
Do you want to be?
You going up with some mad scientists? You going up against a mad scientist?
Come on now, like I know how Brent coming. Hey, look, when Brent smell blood in the water, just know, brother, he eating. They ain't no boys gonna eat. They ain't never
keep blitzing.
Come on now.
Yeah, he gonna blitz you.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like it, he gonna blitz you some more. If you limping, he gonna blitz you one more time.
Jason Arnold beat the piss out of him.
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. That was his own way he can't physically touch him, but he was like, you got me on the hot seat last year. Matter of fact, hold on. Come here. I done told you. Come here.
Hey, boy. Look, man. Oh, God. So after Oklahoma, You have to you on the road to Kentucky. You should win that. On the road to Mississippi State, you should win that as well. It may be competitive, but it's gonna be competitive now. Because look,
shootout. It should be a shootout.
I ain't gonna do Mississippi State like that. Then you got Vandy. Competitive again. You know what I'm saying? Then Georgia.
You said Georgia
on the road.
You said Georgia. Hold on.
I done told you to.
In Athens? Wait, hold on. In Athens? Hold on.
Oh, man. Hey, man. Then you. Oh, man. Then you. Oh, God. So then you're at home against Arkansas. That should be a dub.
Okay, you win it.
And then you have Texas A&M come into Austin. Prepare. I done told you.
Marcel Reed.
Hey, boy. Yeah. So what we're talking about is you're probably about 7-5 by the end of this year. 7-5.
Yeah, his ass gonna be nice and red.
And not only this, here's my question for the Texas fandom, and just for everyone that's out there that push the Arch Manning agenda. And I'm just gonna ask this, and we'll leave it to y'all to answer. At some point, do you pull the plug on the Arch Manning experience? Like if you're Steve Sarkisian, you're at the University of Texas. This is big boy football. This ain't community college ball. And as big as the Mannings are, can you continue? Can you allow for that name to keep you from making the best decision for this team? Like, are you like? Can you do that? And will you do it?
It's a tough decision.
It's a very tough decision.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta assume. Go ahead.
And how much Arch making the NIL too?
Hold
on.
Too much. Yeah. Too much.
That last name, man. It's just, we ain't being no haters, Longhorn fans.
Let's see.
I'll say my opinion, Sark going to bring in a transfer quarter QB.
Boy, they saying that boy making $6.8 million.
6.8 million? He worth about one.
Really worth about 100 racks. If we're gonna keep it a bean, man. He played like 100 racks worth of quarterback. That's 100 racks worth of quarterback.
You're about the same tier as Nico. Yeah, you're about worth the same tier as Nico before the Penn State game.
Come on. Oh, Penn State.
That's next. Yeah. Yeah, I believe y'all Longhorns fan. Y'all good. Y'all
good. Penn State, bro. Ew. Bro, what? Is this the gauntlet I've been told about the big team? I respected you.
They got three good. It's three good teams, man. Do we count Michigan?
It's Ohio State.
Okay, Indiana. It's in Ohio, Indiana, and Oregon.
That's it. Y'all, the rest of y'all.
Illinois, Arizona.
Please.
Illinois, yeah.
Oh God, y'all don't quit. Don't y'all put that on my screen? Like, bro, I didn't even bother to put that on my multi-view. I ain't even bother. So like, what the hell? The hell you doing?
We gotta give Michigan some props. Michigan's still Michigan. Michigan's gonna
I'm gonna tell you right now. I watched the Michigan-Wisconsin game, and I know that they're working in a true freshman quarterback. And for those that don't know what a 5-star looks like, see, Bryce Underwood is what a 5-star looks like. Just want y'all to understand. Just put that out there. Even when it doesn't work with his arm, he can work with his legs. But the thing I'm seeing with them is that they're still trying to find that connection with their receivers. I think once they find that deep ball connection, because they're close to hitting some of these shots. And once they find it, they play defense well enough to stay in every game, and they run the ball well enough to stay in every game. So the two things that travel on the road and you can take anywhere in football is a run game and a defense. You got those two things, you can play against anybody. Because guess what? Guess what they beat the last 2 years? Ohio State. Guess what they've been doing? Playing defense.
No, not 2 years, 4 years. I think 5. They Ohio State even beat them this decade yet. I love rubbing that in Rismer's face. I love
goodness. Ooh.
At least we can beat our rivals here. We beat our rivals here, but
that's not very developed here, buddy. I don't like that. I don't like that. But yeah, so like because of how they play football, that brand of ball travels anywhere, any and everywhere. So and their only loss to Texas A&M. Like do remember, like that was a good loss they had against Texas A&M, and they were competitive in that game. So it's not like Michigan's that far away. I think they gotta find that connection with the quarterback and the receiving group. Once that happens, they can take flight and they can compete against anybody. I haven't looked at their schedule. I haven't looked that deep into it, but they look good. They look good, and winning games is all that matters. I know sometimes we talk about the style points and how it looks, but sometimes the best thing the only thing that really matters is, did you get the win? Because you can't, if you ain't winning, you can't be in it. Like you got Southern Cal coming up this week. On the road to Southern Cal, 7:30 kickoff Eastern, 7:30 Eastern kickoff. So that'll be mid evening time over there.
Who they got? Indiana? Who got Southern Cal?
Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan got Southern Cal. I mean that'd be a great chance to get a win. I mean Vegas has Southern Cal favored on the spread 2.5 points. I imagine that comes down to 1.5 by the time we get the kickoff though.
Absolutely.
Washington.
Yeah, give me Michigan.
Yeah, Washington, Michigan State, Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland. Very, very winnable schedule. I'm not going to look ahead. They shouldn't look ahead either because I'm not looking ahead on anything. But chances here for some solid wins. No ranked opponents on this schedule until you play Ohio State, of course. The mighty Big Ten, but whatever. But a chance there to do something. I'm intrigued to see how Bryce Underwood grows in these final 7 games. That'll be the storyline I follow for Michigan for the foreseeable future. I don't know if I had any other games on the list of Vandy, Bama. Do we want to talk about that?
Oh man, I think Diego got humbled very. I mean, I'm really not the fan of just rooting for other SEC teams to beat because they beat us or whatever. But I think it just showed, man, that Bama's still Bama. They're not just gonna go get pushed over. Still, they ain't going for the insanity run that Vandy is on right now. I think that this is me being a hater. Yes, I'm gonna be a hater real quick. I just think the insanity run with Vandy is just gonna be for this year only. I think they'll be back to good old Vandy next year. Free square, free dub. But first off, I think it's corny. I think it's corny from the start, man. You don't go in and take a knee,
bro.
Like you practice taking it. That was mad corny.
That
bro.
was corny.
Like, come on, man.
Johnny Manziel's corny, bro. You on the sideline sporting another SEC team jersey, dog. Just because you rock with bro. Like, come on, man. Stand up, dude.
Because he trying to copy your game. You just like, oh man.
All of it was lame, bro. It was lame. It was lame to begin with. And like you said, the practicing taking a knee, bro. See, and this is why
that was disrespectful.
When people on your ass after the game, I'm not mad at that. Because if you're gonna carry yourself that way, when that noise get brought to you, don't duck, don't run, don't hide. That's what you wanted. And this is the SEC. At the end of the day, do you want this noise or not? That's what it comes with. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. No NFL. I don't think no NFL team would take a chance. Not with his ass. If that contradicts every single. If an NFL team was to pick him high, that contradicts everything that they said about Shedeur Sanders. Let Shedeur have done something like that. Let Lenore's go in and do something like that. Let Marcel Reed go in and do something like that. Let Bryce Underwood go in and do something like that. Let Deuce Knight go in and do something like that. He ain't started yet. Who else is a bona fide black quarterback? Dante Moore. Let Dante Moore go in and do something.
Who is the best quarterback potential coming out? By the way, y'all. I don't know if y'all boys need a reminder.
This ain't lying.
That's the best quarterback coming out.
These are facts.
Hands down. And I love Norris, but gotta call a spade, y'all. Dante Moore, if you're looking for a quarterback, and you're looking for a quarterback under 25, you know what I'm saying? Because the boys old as hell these days. You know what I'm saying? Refurbished.
That COVID. That COVID.
You feel me? A lot of refurbished goods. A lot of resale items on that in the draft in these draft classes now. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, good win for Bama to follow up that Georgia win. That was huge. They're still not quite. Yeah. They're just a different Bama team, and I think that's hard. That's the part that's hard for me to realize because you win a dogfight now. That was a dogfight. Vandy.
Yeah. Saban, he nipping that shit in the bud by halftime.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the shit he was talking, all the shit there goes off. Yeah, that should have been.
Oh man, how much time do we want to spend on South Carolina?
Oh, 10 minutes. I mean, man, that's really all we need, man.
We can do what we need to do.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So South Carolina goes on the road, the Baton Rouge, Death Valley. 3-2 versus 4-1. Garrett Nussmeier seems like he's going to be on track to play in that game. He's been dealing with I think it was a torso injury of some sort. I didn't quite get the full gist of what his injury was. He'll be fine. I ain't worried about it. This is a LSU team though that has struggled offensively the same way we've struggled offensively. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? Is there any possibilities, any chances for our boys going into this game?
It go one of two ways, man. Either we capitalize on LSU struggles on offense, or we just be LSU's get right game for offense. That's gonna be the only two ways, bro. That's the story how it goes. That's the story how our luck goes. And we're not a doom and gloom. It's literally just how things be. It's been this way. Couple games, not rarely, rare occasions with Spurrier. A lot with Muschamp.
Oh yeah.
If you don't get what I'm talking about, TJ Finley. Who remember the TJ Finley legacy game? Who remember that? Me and T's do. So Garrett Nussmeier being what? Probably 80%, 90% well, or whatever. It showed against Ole Miss. Do I think we have a chance? Yes, I would say
too.
I would say that. I think we have a chance. I think we will be fueled off of how things went last year. Myself and yours truly, right here. We was there in attendance. We saw it live. Did I raise hell afterwards?
Yes, I did. I was there. I seen it.
I did. Yeah. Brother, does Beam have the grit to go in Baton Rouge and win?
He's shown me at times that it feels like it's there, but it just it doesn't always permeate throughout the team. It feels like Alabama last year, right? That was like the grit game. Like that could have been a huge grit win. It could have been huge for just a statement win for his career. This also has a chance to be a statement win for his career. It's not over. This is a chance to be a statement win. He hasn't shown me that consistently though. Like that team, his teams, they fight at times. They do show fight, but Beam himself, I don't believe shows it. I think sometimes he'll get too caught up in trying to do a little too much trickeration. He'll be Big Thompson there, trying to sneak one past on special teams or something like that. I don't know, man. I want to see his team bring the fight. That's truly what I want to see from this group. Is there a chance we can win this game? Absolutely, y'all. We ain't all the way out on our boys, but I need to see them bring the fire from the jump. That's gonna have to be the way, because that crowd is gonna be unforgiving. That setting is gonna be almost unbearable. And if you don't come out and strike first and put the fear of God in that crowd, then I don't know if you can get it right, because the offensive line still has communication issues. still hasn't quite found its rhythm. The defense, it just isn't. It shows flashes of what we were last year, but it's just not. It's not that consistent. You're gonna have to come. You're gonna have to jump out with some fire, and I mean, Mike Shula, you need your best 10 sheet, your best 10 to 15 play sheet. I need it, and rotate it,
rotate it around,
and rotate it. Leave no stone unturned. Move the pocket for Lenoris. Get Lenoris out in space. Allow him to play the style of ball that made him great last year. Do not constrict this kid.
I tell you this right now. If you going in with that pocket passing BS, go ahead and get Luke Doty ready by halftime.
Because
since he's QB2 for some reason.
Weeks brothers, yeah, they headhunting. Yeah, they coming with it for sure.
Yeah.
So don't leave your quarterback at the drop like that.
Because every team knows once Lords go down, I mean, it's win.
That's it. They gun.
I mean, it's
so don't let him be a sitting duck. Yeah, I think that's my biggest request. Don't let him be a sitting duck. Dog, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a path, but it's just the things that I'm saying that we would need to do to win this game. You just haven't done consistently. Like I just spoke on it earlier. The two things that travel in football are a defense and a run game. Well, guess what's been the most inconsistent of those things? The run game. And the defense also kind of has its ebbs and flows, but it finds it at times. But, your last road game against Missouri, you had a chance. You could have gotten the job done. Like, don't let that lose you. You could have gotten the job done. You let it slip. You know what I'm saying? So, do you have a level of toughness to play on the road? Can you stop the run this time? Will Barry and Brown have a breakout game? Like these are questions they got to get answered.
These are guys that are trying to get going. They're going to try to get the run game going. Brian Kelly has been pieing the table to try to get a run game going. The receivers not clicking just yet, but we got to showcase that we got the DBs to to not let that happen. How can we do in the, and first off, how can we do in the trenches? LSU O-line is not the same O-line like it was last year. This should be Dylan Stewart. We need you to take over this.
Brian Thomas, I need you.
Because if we can just rattle Nussmeier around, if we can F him up, like literally, like every tackle, Nuss has to feel it. Nuss is gonna have to regret getting up too fast out of his bed the next morning when he wakes up. He can't move. Like he gotta I need that. Yeah. I need that. That's the type of that's the type of work this defense gotta do. So if I say we're still one Baton Rouge, I think this gotta be the one where we gonna need a pick 6 or 2.
Yeah. We're gonna need something. Got to.
Bakari Swain punt return for a tutty. I think that'll silence the crowd. I think what we got to do is we got to get that crowd silenced ASAP, ASAP.
Yep.
Get a score touchdown the first drive. And that's another thing I got to vent about, man.
Let it out.
Why so far this year the Gamecocks is been in the night game? Only afternoon game we've been in, it was just since Virginia Tech when we played in Atlanta. But it seems like the Gamecocks is going to be having a night game, whether it's home or away. Are we everybody's Super Bowl? What the hell?
I think the realistic part is the preseason hype. The players we possess. We have two of the freakiest players you could have in the conference, in Dylan Stewart, Illinois Sellers, and even Nick Harbor at times. And if you think about South Carolina football under Shane Beamer, typically these games are competitive. He finds a way to get his teams up for these games. They compete in these games. They don't always win these games, but they're always competitive. So mix that competitive nature of the program, the player that we do possess, and the history of last year's game and a lot of these night games that we're playing. I think that leads it all to being like this SEC network is going to easily take our games for the night game every time if they got a chance to.
Every time, yeah.
It's just a reality.
And then the next thing.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Then the next thing, it's been going viral all over X. The next 5 games, we're at LSU, Oklahoma at home, Alabama at home. Then we at Ole Miss, and then we at Texas A&M. 11th, 6th, 8th, 4th, 5th in the nation. All and then the top 12 in the nation. Now we're not surprised here. Because this has been, this has been the story. This has been the story of the South Carolina Gamecocks for years. We had this same run in even when the Must Champion.
Yeah.
So this is not I'm not shocked. I'm not down about it. But talk about a make or break. Talk about this can go really good or this can go really left.
Ooh.
Like real left. Like I'm talking where we at? 2? We can be 3-7 going into Coastal. And yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, if we used to lose to LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Texas A&M, we can go into Coastal Carolina and Clemson at 3-7.
Yep.
Season already over. Season already gone. Done. At 3-7, you might as well shut Lawrence down. Tell them, hey, let's get ready for next year. Stewart's out the door.
Oh yeah. Oh, out of there.
Nick Harbor might be out the door. A lot is gonna be out the door.
Yeah, you are.
O-line, Shula, including you. Beam, your seat gonna be a little high here. But
I'll say this, man. It's a great opportunity. That's how I gotta look at it. It's a great opportunity, dog. Like y'all decided to come. Like Beam said, y'all chose to come. You wanted this North.
Yeah.
You asked for this. If you wanted to be a big time college player, then you don't come here. You don't even try to attempt to run into this gauntlet. You're gonna play great players everywhere you go. If you want to make it to the league, you're gonna play great players every Sunday. This is the preparation for that. How do you respond? Really, it's that simple. I can only say because the only other way I can look at this is doom and gloom, and I refuse to do that to the people that listen to this podcast. I want to try to give y'all some positive light. This is great opportunity for these boys. Go out and show us something. Surprise me right now. Show us that you did something over the bye week that maybe change something or spark something. I hate that we have to rely on that to be the catalyst, but so be it, man. This is where we're at. So if we want to do something special, this week is the week to start that. So let's get to it, man. Man, can't run, can't hide from it.
Can't hide.
So let's get it. Let it go. I think that's pretty much all we got. I don't know. Were there any games you were looking at potentially this upcoming week? Obviously, besides ours.
Nah, man. Alabama, Missouri gonna be pretty good. Yep. I'm just looking at the SEC tab right now.
Indiana, Oregon's gonna be good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's gonna be a dog fight. Georgia and Auburn, man. Ooh. At Auburn. Only I'm saying this because it's at Auburn, man, and they perform witchcraft there. I promise you.
Yeah. Spread got Georgia about 3.5, so I mean Vegas respected it too.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Hey, listen, Auburn can steal one from Georgia, man, because they have played Kirby Smart tough there. So I'll keep a close eye on that. Let's see who else we got. Florida at Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M shut that down. They're not as bad as Texas.
More than likely.
I mean, Texas A&M is not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ohio State versus Illinois. That's gonna be a good one.
I'm sleeping on that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sleeping on that. I ain't gonna front.
Nebraska at Maryland. That's gonna be sneaky good.
Yeah.
Michigan at Southern Cal. That's gonna be sneaky good. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's go to ACC here. Let's go to ACC. But we got Pitt. Oh my God, FSU dropped down to 25. Yeah. Wow. Pitt.
Nothing really here, bro.
Tech. Yeah. Nothing ACC. Oh my God, this stinks. Good God. The boys in Pickens County going up to Boston College.
They should be mine.
Another get right game for them.
It ain't really a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie, ain't a whole lot here for me this week, man. I'm just gonna be truthfully honest.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Friday, South Florida versus North Texas. That's gonna be good.
Friday. You know what? Yeah,
another Friday.
I'm tapping in. I'll tap into it. Why not? Friday night, I'll be home.
Yeah, man.
I'm tapping in. See what he's talking about.
Another Friday heavy. Should outdo them. I think this might outdo Florida State and UVA the other day, man. No disrespect to D.
No, facts. Shout out UVA though. You know what I'm saying? UVA looking great. Big win over Louisville this past weekend. Hey, get familiar, folks. Just get familiar with them boys because the way they're playing.
You might see them late in.
Yeah. All they gotta do is make the conference title game, and they're probably gonna be in the playoff regardless of the result. So stay tuned.
It went out.
Yeah. It we said, y'all. This is Doing Job Sports. I'm your host, Shanti Stewart. This is my co-host, A. Smith, and we out.